Welcome to the PFO channel. I'm Jim. This year, my wife and I bought a pair of e-bikes. We've been thinking about this for quite some time, but we finally did it. We really like them. The main reason we wanted these was to take them camping with us. We had seen that a lot of the places we go with our travel trailer had great looking paths, and this seemed like a cool way to get around locally after we set up camp. We had also seen that you can get RV rated bike racks, so we thought, that seems easy enough, let's do it. After researching it a little more deeply though, we see that the particular bike rack we had picked out says it's okay for RVs such as fifth wheels and Class A motorhomes, but it said specifically, do not use this on a travel trailer or a towed style RV, which unfortunately is exactly what we have. Apparently there's a lot more bounce on the back of a travel trailer than on other sorts of RVs. So we kept on looking and we ended up finding a bike rack that's a receiver mounted style, and it has a weight capacity high enough to accommodate both of these heavy e-bikes, and it's specifically rated for use on the back of a travel trailer. So it seems like we're home free. Well, not quite. There's a sticker right on the bumper of the back of my RV that says don't attach anything to this bumper or it will void the chassis warranty. Well, that seems like a problem because the only Hitch receivers that I was aware of were the kind that attach with U-bolts right to that bumper. Looking into that further, I see that's not a good idea because there's videos out there of bike racks that bounced enough that they cracked the back bumper right off the trailer. I don't want to do that. So back to researching. I ended up finding though what I think is a viable solution. What we got is a very heavy duty receiver style bar attachment that welds right onto the stubs coming off the back of the travel trailer frame. It doesn't rely at all on the hollow bumper for its support. So that's what we're going to try. I should note though that none of the manufacturers were consulted in this plan, and this is not approved or endorsed by any manufacturer of any of the products that you're going to see in this video. This might not work for your situation. It might not work for my situation, but I'm going to find out, and you're welcome to come along and watch as I find out. The first piece is to weld on the hitch receiver to the back of the travel trailer. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thanks a lot for watching. Let's get on with it. All right, this is the piece that, pretty heavy. This is the hitch receiver. And the way this, I guess this works is you slide these in to both ends, and then it expands out depending on the width of your frame rail, and then you just weld this to the frame. Set this down. And one of these goes into each end, right into this area right there. That avoids putting any weight on this thin back bumper. So I've got to do some work on this. I see this doesn't quite fit. It doesn't quite fit in between the space here. I'm going to have to grind a little bit off of the edges of that. So I'm going to take this spare tire off and measure things up and get it welded on there. Boy, these things are so fogged up it's hard to even see out of them. Clean them off a little. Okay, how's this fit? Oh, slides right in there. Oh, nice and tight there. Nice and tight there. Weld it along here, up the sides, and weld it a little bit to that. Okay, this side's done. It's good. I just eyeballed the center on that thing. I need to scare up a tape measure and mark the exact center of my bumper. And that is 88 3/4 inches, so 44 3/8 will be center. Which is right here, 3 1/8, so 1 9/16 there, and wow, doesn't need to come over much. There. This middle piece is right out tight against my bumper. In fact, that is so tight that I actually think I'm gonna try to grind off a little bit of paint off the inside edge of that bumper and hit some stitch welds along there. Sure ain't gonna hurt anything. It's not gonna hurt anything as long as I remember to take my sewer hose out of the inside of that before I go welding on the outside of it. That'd be a drag the next time I get to a camp and turn on the sewer and have little spew fountains going all along the length where I had touched it with weld. That'd make for a good video, but I wouldn't want to be one of the actors in it. Okie doke. My next chore is to go around and mark every place that I'm going to need to do some grinding. Show you how that fits in there. You can kind of see my white markings where I have to do the grinding. It's up in there, and then the bottom flange. Plus you can see the white marks where I plan to do some stitches along there, and the other side. Yeah, fits up there pretty nicely. And you can see a little bit of air gap between the outer ends of the expandable receiver, so I should be able to sneak up in there and weld that piece right up in there. I'm going to try to grind off the paint in the areas where I need to do the welding. I have a hunch that some of these spots are going to be hard for me to get into with this grinder. And in fact, I can't get that grinder into any of those spots inside there. So I'll do the ones underneath. I don't know if this will fit in there any better, but if it does, this carbide tip saw blade on there will certainly remove paint. Yeah, I think I can do some of that. Yeah, that gets that paint right off of there. I think that's good. I'll go inside and do the same thing on all the pieces of the bar itself. And I'm going to pull this out before I forget. I believe I'm ready to do some welding. Setting it on D2. Give it a try.
Get an expendable screwdriver, tap it into the space between the telescoping spots on this end. And see if that gets me anywhere. There we go. Let's see how that weld's looking. That ain't so bad. That ain't so bad for that tight little spot there. Frequent visual inspection is recommended. Yeah, darn right.
Next thing I got to do is to unbox the actual bike carrier and see how that fits on there, and then put on the e-bikes. So stay tuned for next time. Be sure to like, subscribe, and if you find anything useful or entertaining, then come on back and watch some more. We got plenty more like it. Thanks.